Hello and welcome to the Key Stage 4 Maths lesson. Today we're going to be looking at percentages. So we're going to start with how you calculate the percentage of an amount. We're then going to move on to increasing and decreasing the amount by a given percentage. And then finally we're going to move on to calculating percentage change. So first of all, what is a percentage? A percentage is a share of something. So for example, if I want to share something with you, I might give you 50% of it, and that would be half. So it's a way of sharing something. Just to get you started, can you try those questions please? Just to get you warmed up. It's multiplication and division. It should take you 3-4 minutes. So can you pause the screen for 3-4 minutes and give those a try. Okay, well done. We're going to get straight into it on finding a percentage of an amount. And we're going to start off with 10%. So how do you find 10%? It's very simple. All you have to do is divide it by 10 or move the decimal place back. And to show you an example, we'll go through the first one. What is 10% of 50? How many 10s go into 50? That would be 5. So 10% of 50 equals 5. What is 10% of 300? Divide it by 10, that becomes 30. And what is 10% of 25? You move the decimal place back 1, which becomes 2.5. So you can write those down as an example. If you want to pause the screen or rewind, please do, before we go into some questions. Okay, so here's your first activity. Can you find 10% of the following numbers? Give yourself 10 minutes, there's 15 questions, but can you find 10% of the following numbers please? Okay, well done. Remember, you can always send your work into the Edge Academy to be marked and give you feedback if you wish, so please send your work in. We're now going to move on to how to find 50%. So to find 50%, we divide it by 2, and that's the same as halving something. So for question 1, what is 50% of 50? You can either halve 50, or you can divide it by 2. So how many 2's go into 50? That's 25, or if you halve 50, that also becomes 25. Can you try the other 2 questions? So pause the screen to try the other 2 questions. Okay, we'll go through those ones. What is 50% of 300? So you halve 300, that becomes 150. What is 50% of 66? That becomes 33. So well done, give yourself a tick if you got them right. Here's the next activity for you to try. So can you find 50% of the following numbers? This shouldn't take you as long, so do you want to give yourself a few minutes and give these a try, please? Okay, we can use what we know to find other percentages. So 100% is £240. What will 10% be, and what will 50% be? So can you take a minute just to work that out? Okay, so 10% of 240 will be 24. 50% will be 120. Now we need to be able to work out what 1% is. To work out what 1% is, you divide by 100, or you move the decimal place back twice. So 240 divided by 100 equals 2.4, or in this case £2.40. So that's the next one you need to know, working out 1%, which is divide by 100. So now I want you to try these. Find 10%, 50% and 1% of those numbers. So you should be able to do that. But once you've got those, how are we going to apply that knowledge to be able to work 20, 5, 25 and 4% out? So there are two 10% in 20%. So if you work out 10%, times it by 2, you will get 20%. To get to 5%, you can half 10%. So if you work out 10% first, then halve it, that will give you 5%. You can then use the 20 and 5% you've worked out, add them together to get you 25%. And then the tricky one is the 4%. So once you have worked out 1%, so divided by 100, you can times it by 4 to give you 4%. Can you give that one a try for me? I will give you an example with question 2. So question 2 we'll do together first. So to work out 10%, we divide it by 10. So 480 divided by 10 equals 48. To work out 50%, we halve it. That becomes 240. To work out 1%, we divide by 100, which becomes 4.8. So you should know those ones from the previous slides. Now we're going on to the more complicated ones, so the 20%. So we worked out what 10% is, which was 48. There are two 10% in 20, so we can times 48 by 2. That will give us 96. So for 20%, that would be 96. To work out what 5% is, we take the 10% which you've worked out, which was 48, and you halve it. So that equals 24. To work out what 25% is, we can use your 20% which you worked out at 96, your 5% which you worked out to be 24, add them together, which gives you 120. And for the last one, we worked out what 1% was, 4.8. To work out 4%, you times it by 4, which equals 19.2. So using that as an example, can you give the other ones a try, please? So pause your screen for 15-20 minutes and give the other ones a try. Okay, well done. So that's the end of working out the percentage of an amount. We're now going to apply this to percentage increase. So what is a percentage increase? An increase makes a number bigger, so you add it on. You see in real life when you've got the savings account or your bills, so you've probably heard in the news that the energy prices are going to go up. That will go up by a percentage, that's a percentage increase. So how do we do it? These are the steps you have to follow. So find the percentage of a number, add the percentage to the original number. So increase 30 by 20%. So using what you've just learned, 10% is 3, which means that 20% will be 6. Step 2, add it on. 30 add 6 equals 36. Nice and easy. So 30 increased by 20% equals 36. Can you give this one a try by yourselves? A packet of crisps normally weighs 125 grams. The packet is increased in weight by 20%. What is the new weight of the packet of crisps? Give yourself a few minutes, just pause the size, and then we'll go through this one for the answers for you. Okay, so this is the second example. Step 1, we work out what 10% is, which is 12.5. That means that 20% is 25. Step 2, add it together. So the packet of crisps is now weighs 150 grams. So give yourself a big tick if you got that right. Well done. Can you give this one a try, please? Okay, step 1, work what 10% is, work out what 5% is, add them together. Step 2, add it all up. So if you got that, well done. Now we're going to move on to percentage decrease. So what is percentage decrease? It's when something goes down. So last one went up, so you add this on. So this one we take it away. So you see this in real life in terms of a sale or using a discount card. So if you go into a shop and you brought a pair of trainers that was on sale, you'd expect to pay less for them, not more. So this time I've got the same steps, find a percentage of a number, but this time you take it away from the original number. So decrease 50 by 30%. Step 1, 10% of 50 is 5. 30% will be 15. Step 2, take it away. 50 decreased by 30% equals 35. Can you give this one a try, please? So pause your screen, give it a try. We will go through it again. Okay, well done. So there's a pair of trainers in the sale. They were originally £60. They have 20% off. How much do I pay for them now? Step 1, 10% is £6. You divide it by 10 like you learned earlier. That means 20% will be £12. And then you take it off. The trainers are now £48. So give yourself a tick if you got that one right. And again, your turn. Okay, step 1, 10% is £19, 40% is £76. That means that 5% is £9.50. And that will be your answer. So well done if you got that right. Here's some questions for you to try. So if you want to pause the screen for 10-15 minutes and give these a try. Okay, well done. Remember to send your work into the Edge Academy to get marked and have feedback. Last thing we're going to do is percentage change, and that is the equation that you need to work it out. So percentage change equals actual change divided by the original amount times by 100. So Claire does a paper round and gets paid £4.75 an hour. Next year she'll get a pay rise and receive £4.88 an hour. What is her pay increase as a percentage? So this is the example for you. So you do £4.88 take away £4.75 divided by £4.75 the original amount times by 100. That works out at 2.74%. So we'll go through it again. So £4.88 take away £4.75, that will leave you with 13 pence or 0.13 because there's now pounds. So 0.13 divided by 4.75 times by 100. The difference between the two numbers divided by the original amount times by 100. That means that Claire will get a 2.74% pay rise. There's the next one for you. I've put the equation up. I've even filled it in for you just to help support you. So can you please try that one? Okay, well done. So that would be your answer. So 11,834 take away 11,297 equals 537. Divide that by 11,834 times by 100. That gives you 4.54%. So the population fell by 4.54% in 2011. Here's your last task. So can you try these for me, please? Remember to send them into the Edge Academy to get marked and to get feedback. But this is the percentage change. So use the equation, which you should have wrote down, to answer these questions, please. Okay, well done. Remember to send your work into the Edge Academy to get marked and to get feedback. Here's our lesson objectives at the beginning. To be able to calculate a percentage of an amount, that's your 10, 20 and 5%, as well as your 1s, 20s, 25s and 4%, which you did. To be able to increase or decrease an amount by a percentage, so that was the middle part of this lesson, where we increased and decreased by a given percentage with the green and red questions. And then finally was calculate percentage change. That was using the equation which was put up to apply that to the questions which you did. So well done, and remember to send your work into the Edge Academy to get marked, please, and to get your feedback. I hope to see you soon, and there'll be another lesson coming soon.